The Milky Way's impending galactic collision is already birthing new stars from the Magellanic Stream. Now, yesterday I posted a video concerning scientists finding that the Magellanic Stream is 5 times closer to our Earth than previously thought, and the Magellanic Stream clouds are already seen, as we can see with the upcoming image here, from the southern hemisphere. Can you imagine looking up at the sky and seeing these things at you? This is astonishing. Astonishing. This is what they see from the southern hemisphere. Now, new stars have already been formed, one of them being the Prince Willem 1 star cluster, and you'll see it coming up. New cluster of young stars found. This is by Thomas Sumner Simmons Foundation. The outskirts of our Milky Way galaxy are home to the galaxy's oldest stars, but astronomers have spotted something unexpected in this celestial retirement community, and it was the flock of young stars. We know that the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy, is going to collide with the Andromeda galaxy, but this is already young galaxies in the dwarf galaxies in the Magellanic Stream that are already colliding with our Milky Way galaxy. And as you'll see from the upcoming screen capture, how that happens from underneath the southern part of our galaxy. Now, more surprising still, spectral analysis suggests that the infant stars have an extragalactic origin. That means they're not from our galaxy. The stars seemingly form not from material from our Milky Way galaxy, but from 2 nearby dwarf galaxies known as the Magellanic Clouds. Those galaxies are on a collision course with our own, and from what the previous video I posted yesterday says, it would be colliding full force in 30 million years, but it's already starting to collide, forming new stars as they show here. So those galaxies are on collision course with our own Milky Way galaxy, and the discovery suggests that the stream of gas extending from the galaxies is about half as far from crashing into the Milky Way as previously thought. It is a puny cluster of stars, less than a few thousand in total, but it has big implications beyond its local area of the Milky Way. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. Now, this, of course, is from the northern hemisphere. Of course, from the southern hemisphere, you would see the dwarf galaxies coming from other areas of our cosmos. And this is what they would see from the southern hemisphere. The Milky Way, of course, is right there on the left-hand side of these dwarf galaxies. So this puny cluster of stars, less than a few thousand in total, but it has big implications beyond its local area, the Milky Way. This is what primary discoverer Adrian Prince Wellen, that's why it's called the Wellen Star, a research fellow at the Flatiron Institute Center for Computational Analysis Astrophysics in New York City, says. The cluster also, of course, as we said, bears his name, Price Wellen 1. Now, the newfound stars could reveal new insights into the Milky Way's history. They might, for example, tell if the Magellanic Clouds collided with our galaxy in the past. Prince Wellen and his colleagues, Price Wellen, I keep calling him Prince, Price Wellen and his colleagues present their findings, and they presented them at the American Astronomical Society meeting in Honolulu, and they previously reported the discovery of Price Wellen 1 and in the Astrophysical Journal, and their subsequent spectroscopic analysis of the stars, also in the Astrophysical Journal. Identifying clusters of stars is tricky because our galaxy is chock full of these radiant orbs. Some stars may appear to be close together in the sky, but actually sit at drastically different distances from our Earth. Other stars may temporarily neighbor one another, but move on in opposite directions. So determining which stars are actually clustered together requires many precise measurements over time. Price-Wellen started with the latest data collected by the Gaia spacecraft, which has measured and cataloged the distances and motions of 1.7 billion stars. He searched the Gaia database dataset for very blue stars, which are rare in the universe, and identified clumps of stars moving alongside them. After cross-matching with and removing known clusters, one remained. The newfound cluster is relatively young at 117 million years old and is on the far outskirts of our Milky Way galaxy. Price-Wellen says it's really, really far away. It's further than any known young stars in the Milky Way, which are typically in the disk. So right away I was like, holy smokes, what is this? He said. The clusters inhabits a region near a river of gas dubbed the Magellanic Stream that forms the outer edge of the large and small Magellanic Clouds and reaches towards the Milky Way. Gas in the stream does not contain much metal, unlike gases in the outer reaches of the Milky Way. David Nidever, assistant professor of physics at Montana State University in Bozeman, led an analysis of the metal content of the 27 brightest stars in the cluster, and just like the Magellanic Stream, the stars contain meager levels of metal. And we also have the visualization of the position of the newfound Price-Wellen 1 star, blue points, relative to the Milky Way, which are white points. The star cluster probably formed from material from the large and small Magellanic Clouds, purple points, and the vertical green line shows the location of the sun. This is credit Price-Wellen simulation by J. Hunt. The researchers proposed that the cluster formed a gas from the Magellanic Stream passed through the gases surrounding the Milky Way. This pass-through created a drag force that compressed the Magellanic Stream gas. This drag, along with tidal forces from the Milky Way's gravitational tug, condensed the gas enough to trigger star formation. Over time, the star zoomed ahead of the surrounding gas and joined the Milky Way. The star's presence presents a unique opportunity. Gauging the distance of gas from Earth is tricky and imprecise, so astronomers were not sure how far the Magellanic Stream was from reaching the Milky Way. The distance of stars, on the other hand, is comparatively trivial. Using the current positions and movements of stars in the cluster, the researchers predict that the edge of the Magellanic Stream is 90,000 light years away from the Milky Way. That's roughly half the distance previously predicted. If the Magellanic Stream is closer, especially the leading arm closer to our galaxy, then it's likely to be incorporated into the Milky Way sooner than the current model predicts. Every time we find something about planets being close to us, they keep coming closer and closer. So they'll be coming at us sooner than predicted. Nidever says eventually the gas will turn into new stars in the Milky Way disk. Right now, our galaxy is using up gas faster than it's being replenished. This extra gas coming in will help us replenish that reservoir and make sure that our galaxy continues to thrive and form new stars. That's wonderful. We're going to have beautiful new stars. What's going to happen to life here on Earth, though? You can imagine. Now that I'm saying this, I'm reminded of the Native American legends of the blue and red star Kachinas. Now, from their end time prophecies. Now, the updated distance to the Magellanic Stream will improve models of where the Magellanic Clouds have been and where they are headed, Price-Wellen says. The improved numbers could even settle a debate over whether the Magellanic Clouds have crossed through the Milky Way once before. Finding an answer to that question will help astronomers better understand the history and properties of our galaxy. This is by Simmons Foundation on phys.org. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.